This dog, she's just a baby. Hello everyone, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back. And if you're new here, welcome. On this channel we talk about, we play with, we customize dolls because I love dolls. And in today's video, because I'm constantly comparing the two, we're gonna look at a Rainbow High reboot and a Rainbow High original series. We're gonna take a look at them together. We're gonna talk about them in relation to one another. And I would say we'll see who comes out on top. We probably know who's gonna win already. Now, for me, I actually like I wanna hate the reboot just like everyone else, but I honestly can't because I'm like a crafty girl and I like customizing things. And so every time I end up with a project, I really just enjoy it. Well, everybody else is like, oh, the reboot dolls, they're just not as high quality, I'm like, well, it's not. You're right. But it's also just a different experience. It's a different style of play, and I'm here for both of them if I'm being entirely honest. I feel like there's value in one and there's a different value in the other, and I'm here for all of it. We're gonna look at Clementine from the Sparkle and Shine collection. Now this one is a little bit different than some of the other ones because she doesn't actually have like a craft. She just has sparkly legs. And if I'm being honest, I don't understand why. She's a person, right? That's a human being. She's a human being, but she got sparkly legs. So I don't know what that's about. I don't know. I didn't watch the show, so maybe it explains it on the TV show. If you know the answer to this question, comment down below. And then, of course, we're going to take a look at Lila Yamamoto. This is one of the dolls from Series 4 that has like the really diverse cast, which I think is really nice and really interesting. It's just nice to see from a mass market playline doll somebody doing this much diversity. You've got one with vitiligo, you've got an Asian character, a character with albinism, and an Indian character. Peripherally, I'm aware that there is some controversy, and I saw specifically relating to this one, and that she is an Asian character, but she mixes a lot of different Asian cultures in her costume and things. I'm not here to talk about the accuracy of the doll. I'm here to talk about the style of the doll today. I'm here to compare it to this new doll, and so that's what we're gonna do. It's gonna be very exciting, so let's get into it. I don't know what's wrong with me. It's fine. So, unboxing experience. Let's talk about it. Original generation Rainbow High doll. Much easier to unbox than Reboot doll. It's important to me because I hate unboxing dolls. I think it's a challenge anyway. So the easier it is, the happier I am. That's just a bit of information for you. Let's talk about what came in each box. Both dolls have the classic Rainbow High stand and comb. Of course, the Reboot girl is orange, so she has orange to match her color scheme. And the original series girl is purple, so she's got purple to match her color scheme. Exactly the same quality. There's really no difference there. Reboot doll. She comes with accessories, miniatures. I personally love a miniature. I find a lot of value in them because I like to take photography, and I find that just like cluttering up your space gives like a really nice, more realistic picture, a more realistic little world. So I'm happy anytime I get a miniature. This girl came with a bag. This is the Reboot doll now. She came with a bag. It's a very, very nice bag. It's very, very interesting. I like it a lot. It's blue and black. It's got like a crackly silver sort of pattern on it. It's got quite a bit of painted detail. It's got painted little buckles. That's a really nice bag. Does it open? I mean, technically it does have a hole in it. You're not fitting much in there, but like for photography purposes and purposes of having a bag, it's beautiful and it's gonna work. The other thing she comes with is this little coffee maker. It's like an espresso, but it's in orange, which is my favorite color. That's why I picked this doll, because orange is my favorite color. I also really liked her heterochromia, but we'll get into that later. So she's a barista, I suppose. She comes with like an espresso machine and a tiny little cup of coffee. So that's super cute to me. I love that. She comes with a little book And I love miniature books. I'm such a fan of them. I have tons of displays that I stick books in, so I'll probably put this one up in my display when I'm finished here with this video. This one's called Chasing Midnight Rainbows. It's just a little red plastic. It's plastic. It's a plastic book, and it's got some blue font on it. It's got some pages. Cute, a great little prop. And then this is the most confusing thing that she has. Like, I guess she's a barista, right? So she works in like a coffee shop, and she's got these donuts. Now, I'm assuming it makes sense in the story. She's got these donuts, which I love because donuts are my favorite food, and this one has a bite taken out of it with white frosting, and this one has pink frosting. However, they're like clear, and I don't understand why. Maybe it's because she has clear legs. Don't know, don't understand, but it's cute. Now the other doll, the first generation Rainbow High doll, what came in her box? It's a set of legs. This is one of my favorite things that they do because honestly, I love having dolls that are of different heights on my display shelf. I think it makes for like a more interesting look. So I love that some of the dolls do come with flat feet because then they can be shorter than the other dolls. You see what I mean? So there are these legs. To go on those legs, these shoes, let me just show you one. They're really cool. They're just a little sandal. They've got a really cute little floral pattern on the top. They're like a warm purple color. They've got a black sole with this interesting sole on it. I know that this is something specific, but I don't know what it is, but I think it's beautiful. And on that sole is painted this beautiful floral design in that same sort of warm purple color. I love that. I think it's really beautiful. So those are the shoes for the flat feet. Also in her box comes, of course, the classic, the thing we all love, the second outfit. Now, this one's really cute. It's also Asian inspired. It's multicultural Asian, but it's really cute. Let's look at the top. It's just this cute little purple top. It's got sort of a warm purplish pink tone trim on it with like little bows. The pattern, it's meant to be like one of those silk tops. It's not silk, but it is actually soft. I mean, it's not bad. There's some strings. I'm just gonna cut them strings. This is a higher quality silky satin than comes on a lot of fashion dolls. So it is like a light purple shade. It's got a beautiful floral pattern embroidered into it. It's got short sleeves, sort of like a straight across neck. It's really cute. I like it quite a bit. And then to go with that is this cool skirt. This is one of the pieces that I saw that came with the doll that I love the most. It's got this sort of kimono inspired bow at the waistline, and then it's just this little mesh skirt, and that's just like one of my favorite things. I love taking a mesh skirt and like putting it with things that it doesn't necessarily belong with. Like I do it all the time in my styling and my fashion. Love it so much. And so the bow is a warm purple shade in a satin fabric. It's got a cute little rope detail here with some, I don't know, they cherry blossom beads on it, which is really nice. It's a really good detail. On the back is another bow, same material, and the skirt is sheer. It has an underlayer of, oh, it's jersey, and it's got this pleated sheer fabric with sort of a metallic silver dot all over it. It's really nice. It looks really good. I like that piece so much. So those were the accessories that came in the box. So one, we get a full outfit. The other, we get a bag and some miniatures. For me, those are different. And I like both of them. I like the miniatures and things for photography. I like the clothes because it's always nice to have a second outfit. It's always nice to have variety. I'm also a fashion girl. Those are both quality extras to me. They have different value, and I like them both in different ways. I'm quite happy all around. Let's just hold them both up, I suppose. Let's see them both at the same time. Here's the dolls. Here are their beautiful faces. They both look really, really good. I love them both so much. So both clearly have beautiful and interesting makeup. I'm gonna start on the faces. This Reboot doll has a smoky eye look. She's got some golden glitter all around the eye. Comes into the inner corner. She's got a winged eyeliner, they all usually do, and some thick eyelashes. It looks like she put a lot of mascara on. She's got like a fluffy eyebrow, which I feel like is a different shape for Rainbow High, and they're sort of like if she had like a light brown hair naturally. That's sort of the color that we're looking at, and they fade out from light to dark. She does have a very sort of natural lip, and it does that trend where it's darker in the middle and fades out to light. I really like that lip look. I really like the makeup. This girl also does have heterochromia, which is a unique feature, I feel like, for a Rainbow High doll. I have not seen one like this. I don't think there is another one. And she's got some orange blushing on the cheeks, and I think the face looks really good. There's nothing wrong with the quality of it. I like it. I think it's nice. Let's talk about her makeup. So this girl has also a very unique face. I feel like it's quite different from a lot of other Rainbow High. She also has a unique eyebrow shape. They're sort of just cute little anime inspired eyebrows, I would say, because they're short and they're only at the front, but they still do have individual painted little hairs, and they fade from light to dark. She has a really pretty, unique eyeshadow look. I love it. It's got warm purple and cool purple in it. It looks like the cool purple is like an eyeshadow, and then there's a cut crease with the warmer, but it's like split in the middle. I don't even know. I like it. She's got an eyeliner that is black, just a classic wing, and then she's got some glitter sort of in the inner part of it. I think it looks pretty good. I feel like the glitter could be placed like maybe a little bit better, but I mean, it's not, it still looks great. I like it. I think it's great. She has all these cute little designs painted on her face, which I love so much. And it's sort of like a Harajuku inspired paint. And then she's got a cute little band-aid on the nose, which I also like absolutely love. I think it's precious. Her lips are sort of I'd say like a cool pink or a warm purple. They do have glitter on them, which I think goes with her makeup look. Also under the eye, which I forgot to mention, there is some more purple. It looks quite nice. Her cheeks are a rosy pink, and she does have blue eyes, which is interesting for an Asian character. I know that in Asian culture, a lot of the girls do put contact lenses in to make their eyes fun shades. So I feel like this girl might be doing that, and I think that's cute, and I think it's great. So looking at both of the dolls together just on makeup, I think that both of them have really good makeup looks. I think they're both really high quality. I think they're both really interesting. They're different, obviously, but I think pretty on par with one another. So let's move back up to the top of the head. We'll start over here. This girl has orange hair because she's an orange girly, which is my favorite color, which is why I wanted this doll so much, also the heterochromia. But she has little baby hairs painted on the front of her head. Unfortunately, it does seem that some of them just like don't match up to the head. That's fine, that's a project. See, I enjoy little projects like that where I can like fix it and make it perfect, you know what I mean? So I can just take some orange paint and like join them to her hairline, and then that'll fix that problem. This is a unique hairstyle. It unfortunately does have gel in the bottom. I don't understand why. She's got like 2 sets of braids on either side, but they're not braids. There's like more strands in each one than 3. I don't know how they did this, but it looks cool. It looks cool as fuck. They're essentially pigtails, and then she's got these 2 braided moments on either side. Her hair color is a mixture of what looks like, it might be 3, but like noticeably 2. It's got sort of a white and an orange. There might be a lighter orange in there. That might be what's going on. Yeah, it definitely has 3. The darker shade that it appears to be, a lighter orange shade, and then that white shade that you see. So other than the gel, this is a great hairstyle. I think it's really cute. I like it a lot. Moving on to this hairstyle. It looks good. I like it a lot. It's actually kind of similar in that it has braided little space buns on the top of her head. She does have a bang that is excessively gelled, of course. I wish that it wasn't like that, but it is. Here we are, always. Her little pigtails do have ribbons in them in a warm purple shade. It has like sort of a grayish color either a warm purple shade and maybe also a light purple shade. It's hard to tell. I think what appears to be like shiny and tinselly actually is purple or gray, but it's like a cooler tone than the warm gray that you see in it. I think that's what I'm looking at. I'm not entirely sure. It's really good. Her little buns do end in these things down here. It actually looks fine. It doesn't look like a mess like it can sometimes, and it has absolutely no gel in it, which is really, really nice. So overall, when we're looking at hairstyles, I would say pretty comparable. Moving on down just a little bit to the ears, we see that this girl does come with earrings and this girl does not. So that's one thing, one bonus point for our girlie over here. She does have these amazing earrings. They do have that floral pattern with some chains hanging down. It looks like a pearl, a drop pearl, a teardrop pearl, and an R. And does this one have an H? Sure does. Same earring, but instead of an R, you have an H. Cute. Coming on down to outfits. Again, for a Reboot doll, I feel like this is a really good outfit. And of course, these original series Rainbow High dolls always had amazing clothes. So let's start with our Reboot girl and her outfit. We've got a really cute denim jacket on the top. It's sort of, I'd say, a cool blue, maybe it's gray, I'm not entirely sure. It does have a lot of stitching detail on it. As you can see, it looks like a proper denim jacket. There's also a cute lightning bolt patch with some drips on it, and it also says Sparkle over here. There's snap or button details, and there's studs around the collar, which is really, really nice. It does look like one of mine is missing. There's always one missing. I mean, that goes across the board. There's little button details on the sleeves. There's cuff details. It's a pretty detailed jacket. Pretty impressed with that. I like it a lot. Coming on down to her little t-shirt here. Orange, my favorite color, and it's got a space dye, which is really nice. I feel like maybe she's a little bit creaturey, and then it has the Shadow High band on it, so she's like a band fangirly. Love it. It's got this cute little detail of like the split at the bottom, so that's a nice little detail. Coming on down to the skirt, which I think is also like a really nice piece. It's got a black faux leather overlay here. It does have a hardware buckle and sort of like a little belt detail on it. And underneath that is sort of a little plaid skirt. That's orange, gray, and blue. Here's the back. Mine got crushed in the box, but you get it. You understand what they were going for. It's nice. It's high quality. I like it. Now there's this hole in the shirt because it was like T-tied to the sleeve for whatever reason. That hole will steam out, so I can fix that later, but annoying, okay? Like I said, packaging worse on this doll. I think that's a nice outfit. I think it's got quite a bit of detail. I think it suits her style. She's like a little bit punk rock. She's a little bit cool. She's a little bit unique. She's a little bit different. Coming on down here to her legs. We'll talk about it because it's here. She has this leg detail, which isn't honestly working the best. I like this detail actually on fantasy dolls quite a bit. Like I think the Novi Stars does it well. I think the Mermaids does it well. I don't understand it, if I'm honest, on this human doll. If they had made her like a Shadow High or something, I feel like it would have made more sense. And maybe they like are like a Shadow High sort of spin-off. I don't know. They live in the rainbow world, right? I don't know. I don't really understand it on a human doll, and I will probably eventually rebody her. And since we're here, let's come on down to the shoes. These are relatively simple shoes, but there is absolutely nothing wrong with them. They are just a huge platform sneaker. They have gold painted detail for the laces. They are black. They've got a really big wedge platform, which is white, with little black stripes on them, and of course in orange, my favorite color. It does say rainbow across the front. There's nothing wrong with those. They're very nice shoes. Now for this girl's outfit. She does have what appears to be a kimono inspired top. It does have that sort of Christian Dior pattern on it, and it says rainbow all over it. There's lots of sort of cool toned purple detail all over it. She's got this little detail here, this little neckline detail here. There's one over here, and of course it comes down here at the waist. There is hardware detail on here. attached to a satin ribbon. And then there's a little buckle detail on either of the sleeves. And there's a belt with more detail. There's these belt loops down here with a charm hanging off of it. I mean, that's an extraordinarily detailed top, and it does have quite a bit more detail than this girl's top all around. That's what we came to expect from the original series Rainbow High, and that's why these tend to be a little bit of a disappointment. I'm looking at her and I still see a good fashion doll, but this outfit is clearly superior. Coming on down to this skirt here, it is a warm purple and it is metallic. It has some writing on it here. Of course, old school Rainbow High with a zipper detail. Is it? Yeah, it's a proper plastic zipper detail, and it does have a faux zipper pull. This one also has studs all around. So there's the front. Let me look at it. That one's coming off. See, this is what I'm talking about. The studs don't stay on great, and that was a problem across the board since the beginning. I'm missing one in the back also. So the stud detail, equal across the board. Here's the back of the outfit. It looks great. Since we're here, we'll do the hands. These hands, superior. First of all, because they have gloves on them. Second of all, because there's nails. And third of all, because she has wrist articulation. We know the deal. The original release Rainbow High dolls do have the better hand option. Here's this little girl's hands. A sad, unpainted nail and no wrist articulation. Sad, sad. Coming on down here to the legs. Now, normal Reboot dolls have these same legs, to be fair to Rainbow High. Of course, that has the double jointed knee, which all Rainbow Highs have unless you're buying a budget doll. So the legs are an unfair comparison, but let's come down to these shoes because they're extraordinary. The Sunny platform Crocs used to be my favorite shoe, but these are officially my favorite shoe. This is also part of the reason I wanted this doll so much, and that's because they have the wedge platform instead of the heel platform. And I love these. These are like those Balenciaga Crocs that came out that were like a 10-inch platform, and I love them so much. Of course, you've got lots of little gibbets in there. So cute. I love it so much. And she's got a little stud detail. Of course, sports mode, that does work. Love it. These are officially my new favorite Rainbow High shoes. Yeah, she wins on the shoe front, but these socks, terrible. Just a raw edge. Don't like the way it looks, and I understand why. A lot of people talk about raw edges on clothes as if it's a bad thing on dolls, and a lot of the time it's done for a few reasons. First of all, because if they were to hem the garment with like the intricacy of whatever's going on at the hem, the doll would no longer be affordable to a human being. That's one thing. Or the other reason to do raw hems is because once you start hemming it, it gets too bulky with the fabric that they've used and it's gonna look bad. So I don't always mind a raw hem on dolls, but I think that these look particularly bad, and I don't think it would have hurt to put a little bit of a hem in it. I can tuck this under and it'll be fine. I did pay the same price for these dolls. She comes with accessories, she comes with an extra outfit. I would say for $24.99, which is what I paid, this is a high quality fashion doll. I don't think there's anything wrong with her, and I honestly, in the market, in the world, as it stands today, I think that's a fair price for this doll. This one, I would say, goes above and beyond the $24, $25 that I paid for her. I would pay more for her if I'm being honest. I was happy to find her on sale. The quality is just superior on these older dolls. Just the sheer volume of detail. There's just nothing like it. And there was nothing like it before, and there'll be nothing like it ever again. This was just the most incredible, most high quality, most detailed fashion doll to have ever existed, and it is sad that it's gone, if I'm being honest. I'm gonna pop off. I'm gonna put her in what I consider to be her display outfit, and then we'll do final thoughts on how we feel about the comparison. All right, so this is what I came up with for her final look. I kept some of the pieces, the shoes and the gloves from the first look, and put her in the entire second look. I really prefer this shirt to this shirt, but it wasn't working with the skirt, and I really wanted to display her in the skirt, so she'll probably switch out outfits. I love that. I think it's adorable. Let's talk about final thoughts on these dolls. So hair, I would say on par with one another. Both have intricate hairstyles, both have 3 different colors in the hair, both have about the same amount of gel in them. I would say the same. Face. both of them really, really gorgeous. They both have really unique and interesting features. Both of them makeup looks look really good. They're of similar depth and quality. Each makeup look looks really good with the styling of the doll. Earrings, she has them, she doesn't. Obviously, we're getting more quality, more detail with this doll. Outfits, now we're looking at her in her second outfit, but I would say definitely more detail, more quality in this outfit. First of all, there's two of them. Second of all, just all the small little things that you're looking at. The skirt is shedding glitter all over me, by the way. That's just a point of note. There's just more of it. There's more detail. You know what I mean. You see what I'm saying. This girl's the winner. But there's still also nothing wrong with this outfit. This is still a really good outfit. It has lots of detail. When you're looking at her on par with other fashion dolls, this is still more detailed, more high quality. I mean, that's the thing. We just got spoiled with these, so when these came out, we were like, dip in quality. But the reality is if you're comparing this doll to other fashion dolls on the market of a similar price point, you're still getting more, I feel like, with this doll than you are other brands. Articulation, obviously this one wins. She's got the leg twist, she's got the wrist articulation, she's also got the knee articulation, and she doesn't, but that's an unfair comparison because most of the Reboot dolls do have the double jointed knees. So obviously body, posability, the old dolls win on that one. Shoes, I feel like it's an unfair comparison because these are my favorite rainbow high shoes of all time, but she does come with two really highly detailed, high quality pairs of shoes, and there's nothing wrong with them, and they've got a ton of painted detail on them, which is more than you could say for a lot of other fashion dolls, but still not as much detail as this one. So overall, my final thought, I feel like both of these dolls are extremely high quality. I feel like for the price point, you can't go wrong. Sure, she comes with a second outfit in more detail, but she's also got plenty of detail and a different style of playability with the miniatures. I love both the Reboot dolls and the original Rainbow High dolls. I love them for different reasons. But I feel like there's value, there's detail, there's quality. Honestly, it's still a good brand no matter what way you look at it. So that's the video for today, everybody. That's the video. I'm really happy to have taken a look at a Reboot doll and an original series doll in conjunction with one another because I feel like it's important to remember what we had and be grateful for what we still have, because this is still good. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please like it. And if you're enjoying the content you see here on this channel, please subscribe. And don't forget to hit the bell button and click all notifications so YouTube will let you know every time I make a new post. And I hope you have a wonderful time. I hope you have a wonderful time. Goodbye.